Woo! Welcome back, everybody, to another What You May Have Missed video. Episode 6 of Season 2 is finally here, and holy crap, was this episode awesome and a roller coaster of emotions. Wouldn't you agree, Blige?
Oh, heck yes. So much viscerality in this episode. I love it. My heart and head are honestly fucking raging. Like, raging. Racing! See? Enough that I'm doing that. There was so much going on in this episode, so everyone at home, get cozy, because we're going to be in here for quite a bit.
Starting off this lovely episode, we're back in the Ring of Lust. In this room, we can see slewn about are a variety of fun-looking instruments, shall we say. And honestly, I'm not surprised. You need to have access in every way, if you know what I mean. We also have a cuckoo clock. Oh my goodness. And Fizz's vanity, which is strewn about with various jester hats, including one that looks eerily similar to the one from Lululand. Also, a ball gag with, honestly, let's admit it, some pretty cute ribbons. And a lovely portrait of that adorable albino queef in her wheelchair. Aw, must have been a gift from Ozzy. But, you know, they're totally not in love.
She's the cutest of the queefs. According to the subtitles, a group of queefs is called a queefs. Also, check out Fizz with the 3D glasses. That's a reference to Alex Brightman's time as Beetlejuice on Broadway. That's awesome. Moving on, we come to learn that Fizz isn't allowed to make breakfast again. Or, as a matter of fact, cooking anything ever again.
No, never again.
I want to know what happened.
Me too. Maybe the housekeeping succubus knows. But did you know that that succubus is actually the Hellsona of one of the artists on the show? Also, their pronouns are he, they. Gotta love that inclusivity. It's awesome! Also, they looking good. By the way, Fizz's mug says Thirsty Boy, which is in a similar style to Blitz's Boss Bitch mug. You can tell by comparing the one bold word with the other one being in a slightly more curvy red, with a little bit of a devil or demon tail hanging off of one of the letters. Man, I hope they have that as a merch drop at some point too. All of the mugs. I'm just kidding, Vizzy, please. We're running out of money. You need to cut back. We can't afford it all. Please stop, no. Also, Ozzy's cup says Daddy's Juice, and in parentheses, come. Delightful.
Very fitting mugs and cups for those two. Next up, we're looking at the magazine. First, we have an ad for Wally Wackford's Wacky Waving Inflatable Flailing Tube Dicks, which is a reference to the show Family Guy.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
A sexy crossword puzzle, a Win Luxury Vacays in the Sloth Ring ad, I want that, and a part of a tabloid-like report of Fizz and Ozzy that says, Mammon's favorite toy now seems to have bedazzled our own Osmodius, and didn't have his sights set on Mammon, just his fat wallet and the stage. Fizz seems really distraught with this article and immediately throws it away. And off the roof. Seems like these two are going through a lot of trouble to prove they're so not in love.
And now it's time to cool down in the fridge, where we see a can of cream pie whipped cream, a carton of fruity juice, and a carton of jumbo-sized cage-free eggs. But I don't think these are chicken eggs. I believe that is a mythical beast known as a cockatrice, a creature that is often a two-legged dragon, wyvern, or serpent-like creature with a rooster's head. Any fans of good mythical morning over here? Ozzy also has heart-shaped frying pans in his kitchen. Aw, how cute. And, some very fitting sweets on the countertop there. Yeah, it makes sense when you see that we have even some similar themed candies when Ozzy's talking to Stolas later.
Let's talk about Ozzy for a hot second. First of all, the nickname he gives Fizz is so cute. crazy frog. Fizz's nickname in his phone is Froggy. Froggy! And makes a cute little ribbit noise when he gets notification. With that in mind, could that be a nod to the amphibious nature of imps, like the comment to Blitz being a fire toad? Maybe imps in the Hellverse are just naturally amphibious. Fizz doesn't seem to mind the pet name, so it shows intent matters.
Moving on, we are in the Greed Ring again, and Fizz's entrance sure makes a bang. Those confetti cannons go flaccid after, blasting off. Pinkie Pie would not approve.
Vocal!
What? It's not like that's the only My Little Pony reference we're gonna make in this video. Anyway, after the explosion, we see an imp pushing a pram that the queeves run over. They look very similar to the imp in the pilot episode. Perhaps it could be an updated design? Who knows? As the queeves drag Fizz around, we see a sign that literally just says, "Don't." We need that sign.
I love the nod to Harley Quinn and her hyenas in this clip as well.
I also like the fact that Fizz is a proud papa of a little disabled queef, just like him. Fun fact, the artist who originally drew this queef had dubbed them as Precious. A fun little, though unofficial, name.
So cute! We then finally get Blitz and Fizz having their first physical fight, not including Robo-Fizz, obviously, since the accident. We can see a slew of condoms and a stuffed horse fall out during their kerfuffle.
Well, since we are in Greed, guess who we get to see again?
None other than Crimson, the head of the Imp Mafia down in this ring.
And hey, I did not expect to see him again so soon. This is the fastest we've seen the return of an antagonistic character, not counting Stella, in the entire show from their original episode to their next. Verosika, when we saw her in Spring Broken, had to wait a whole 4 episodes before we saw her again in Ozzy's. And Stryker, yeah, he was here 2 episodes ago, but he had to wait a whole 7 episodes for his second appearance. I wonder how many characters we're going to see coming back so soon. Maybe we'll finally get an answer about those dorks in episode 6 of last season, am I right? And yeah, I kind of glossed over it a second ago, but Stryker's here with Crimson? That is a team up that is deadly for sure. And we're not in Crimson's manor, but maybe an off-site office? Makes sense he'd have someplace to do business not counting his home. Probably best to not have your enemies know where you're living. But the aesthetic is very similar to his house. Dark, sinister, walls covered in his trophies. Ugh. Also on the wall, we see a poster ad for concrete shoes. I guess you could say it's sink or swim with these sharks, eh?
That's a bad joke, Vocal.
You win some, you lose a few hundred.
Meanwhile, we're in Ozzy's factory. If you turn on the subtitles, you can read Willy... Oh my god. Willy Wanker dildo factory noises, lol, get it? One of the dildos is in a steel case covered in warning labels. One in particular says, "Damn, be careful." I mean, it's very fitting when you look at the blueprints for it. It's... Wait, am I reading this right? 78 inches long, but soft to the touch. There's a couple other blueprints for different toys, too.
Next up, we have our meeting between Stolas and Ozzy, and things get quite interesting. Sure, you won't miss it, but it's something worth noting that Ozzy brings up the fact that lust shouldn't be forced. He believes it should be a journey between two people.
It's all about that journey to pleasure time. You feel me?
But it does kind of change how you look at things. I mean, think about it. If he is saying that it should be a thing no matter what, it should be between two people, it should be consensual, and he clearly has this thing between him and Fizz, what if in Ozzy's, the episode, not his place right here, what if he wasn't necessarily making fun of Stolas and Blitz? People have said it before that he was making fun of Moxie, not because it was a lovey-dovey song, but because that wasn't the time or place for it. You're in the lust ring, and it was a club for lust. It wasn't about the emotional connection. But what if his lines to Stolas actually had a deeper meaning? Think about it. He says, "You used to have a smoking wife, a kid, you had it all. I hope you didn't give it up so you and him could get it up. You sold your life for a thrust." What if he actually had a message of, no, I hope this is an actual thing because it's about that journey. It's about having a good time with someone who wants to have a good time with you. It wasn't a forceful thing, and maybe he actually was trying to say, like, I hope you had more to this. I hope you didn't just give up everything for a quick fling. It's kind of a loose theory, but it's definitely something to think about, especially when you see how much he cares about Fizz later in the episode. I mean, hell, even right here when we see his phone, we see that there is quite a bit of good times between the two of them. Just look at these text messages.
Did you know the bit of skin on your elbow is called a weenus?
LMAO, I did know.
Shit's wild! I just saw a billboard with a massive banana on it. Made me think of you, heart.
Aw, thanks, BB. Heart.
Got the milk, by the way. Now gonna show these Creed Ring bitches a real fucking entrance. Get ready for the headlines. Also, the babies say hi, heart.
By the way, notice that Ozzy's phone is at 69%. Nice. What isn't nice is the fact that Crimson, at the very least, thinks Ozzy's the weakest sin? You're kidding, right? Especially when we see his aggressive side. You don't even know if that was him fully aggravated to the point like how B got in episode 8 of season 1. What if that wasn't even her full power? How powerful are these suns gonna get? And how crazy would their shapes change? I mean, we've seen Demon Stolas in so many various issues at this point. What if Ozzy and all the other sins really could become some weird freaking beasts that we have no idea how they're gonna look? It could be really, really exciting and very, very terrifying. I really want to see it. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's fine with me. While trying to escape the cage, we can see one of Crimson's goons notice while the rest are completely oblivious. Also, how the heck did he get back on? And a drink! Meanwhile, back at Ozzy's, Crimson's lawyer is still giving Stolas and Ozzy a bad time. He brought his own mug that says live, laugh, law. Okay, I gotta admit that's kinda cute. One thing I'm so happy about is the relationship growth between Fizz and Blitz. Of course, we get to see the accident that caused the huge rift between the two, and it also gives us some information on Blitz's family, especially with what happened to his mother. He's been blaming himself for all this, for everything. Just everything. Fizz, his mom, and possibly Barbie as well. Is it possible that Barbie blames him for killing their mom? You can see Blitz mouth Fizz and then mom.
I mean, if I were in Fizz's shoes, I'd be upset and heartbroken too. He thought Blitz left him to die and didn't care at all. We know better now that Blitz cared so much, and he's seen in his flashback with a potential love letter to Fizz. Like, come on. How much more could they take with misunderstanding each other? It's almost as bad as Stolitz. Also, who was the instigator between these two? That didn't want them to even see each other, let alone talk to each other? We need to know! Nevertheless, as the episode transpires, their relationship does rekindle a flame of some sort. They at least seem to be back at a civil place. Like Fizz said, it was 15 years ago. The path looks more positive for them from here on out, though. And I don't think anyone expected them to be BFFs right off the bat. Also, with this episode, it is abundantly clear that they are not brothers! Oh my god, how are people still thinking they are? I'm sorry, but with all the evidence that we have put into this video right here, link in the description if you want to look into it, as well as Cash's card that he gives to Fizz on his birthday that says, "Wish you were my son," and the card that Blitz was gonna give to Fizz that says, "Fizz's eyes only," possibly a confession, or at least a romantically charged birthday card. Not to mention the fact that later in the episode, Blitz wants to make out at the junkyard fire.
Vocal breathe. Breathe.
Ah!
Vocal breathe. Breathe. Come on. Breathe. Breathe.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm good.
Better.
I'm good.
Okay. Also, did you guys catch the audible roar when Fizz talks about Ozzy's dick?
Like a kaiju!
It sounds like the fish monster from Spring Broken.
Kaiju!
Anyway, we get another Fizzarelli song. And while he sings, we notice quite a few things. Blitz's keychain is a possible reference to Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony, Friendship's Magic. I thought he'd be a brony. Fizz doing the psychedelic Squidward dance from SpongeBob, which I have to admit I could not stop laughing. The Necronomicon from Evil Dead. Possible references to Cars Hypnosis from the Jungle Book. Swirling mini Fizzarellis instead of stars.
Also, the lovely Italian excerpt. If you turn on the subtitles, you get to see the translations, the literal translations, of what Nonna Fizzarelli used to say. If I may. Stink lasagna, side dish limoncello, loud soft, good morning with clams, Luigi, Florence, Bucatini, wild boar.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, Look at This was written by Sam Haft. He's the lead singer for The Living Tombstone, which I love it, who co-produced it with Silverhound and Shane Lance.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a dumbass for not realizing who that was this whole time. I mean, with the work he did on the song Alistair's Game, it's no surprise that Vivzy would want to work with him. He's been doing shit for this show since Lululand!
Yep. And huge props to the subtitle editor for doing amazingly in the episode again. Huge props to the whole team, actually.
Seriously, some of these subtitles are freaking hilarious. After the ordeal with Stryker, again, we can see a huge billboard in the background that reads, "Mammon's Clown Pageant! Be there, ya c***s!" Yeah. Apparently can't say it, but you can show it. Fizz was talking about Mammon at the beginning of the episode, so I guess we'll see if that pans out to be something conductive for the series, or if it was just a random ad. There was a recent promo showing Mammon in the next episode, so maybe that's what the next episode will be. That would be interesting.
Maybe. And as we near the end, we're back at Ozzy's one last time. Fizz is safe at home, as well as the Queefs. They are so flippin' cute. Anyway, we also get to see a vending machine full of condoms. Of course, there's going to be a vending machine full of condoms there. 2 workplace inspirational posters. One says, "Wrap your wood," and the other, "A safe workplace is a sexy workplace." I like that one. I like that one. A safe workplace is a sexy workspace. And finally we learn from Vivzy herself that the explanation Fizz gives to Blitz about Ozzy's dick size and the meow 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 cuddle meow was completely improv on Alex's behalf. That's so freaking cool.
It is! This was such a good episode! And we certainly enjoyed it. We hope you all did too.
I know Blush did! Didn't you, Blushy?
Fucking clown. Okay, come here.
Oh my. Well, we'll see y'all next time. Bye. Hey there, everyone.
This is your radio demon.
Your favorite jester!
And the greatest imp in all of hell. It's your vocal chameleon here. Just wanted to thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you liked it, and if you did, there's lots of ways you can support us. If you're a fan of our memes and streams, we have lots of crazy merch, with plenty more to come. References to our various playthroughs, or just running gags for the streams. We even have little bosom buddies so we could be in your shirt pocket. So cute! We also have our Patreon. Joining at select tiers gives you access to join our Discord, exclusive downloads, and even join us on streams. And lastly, if you enjoyed our Hazbin Hotel content here, consider checking out our second channel, Down the Foxhole. Not only do we have our Hazbin content there, but a wider array of videos too. Speed paints, creepypastas, even some original comics to dub. Links to all of these are in the description. Fall on down. Stay a while, won't you?